Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Xinyu Liu. I'm an international Chinese college Yangtze University student. This is my honor to speak here, and I'm very glad to share my topic with you. Then today, the topic I report it about leadership style research on implied innovation performance. My thesis entitled Research on Authorized Leadership, Psychological Improvement, and Implied Innovation Performance. Innovation is an important means to improve productivity, technological progress, and gains competitive advantage, and serve innovation is the main source of enterprise innovations. Based on the sort of intrinsic motivation, this paper tries to test the mediatory role of psychological improvement between authorized leadership and individual innovation in organizations. This article, since knowledge workers implies as the served object, and takes the knowledge worker implies in Chongqing as a main served object. Based on the intrinsic motivation, some studies suggest that authorized leadership will affect the intrinsic motivation of team members, and they affect their innovation behavior. As a contract manifestation of individual intrinsic motivation, psychological authorization is an important intermediary variable to review the mechanism of authorized leadership. Therefore, this study attempts to examine the mediating role of psychological improvement between authorized leadership and individual innovation in organizations. See the research framework below. Authorized leadership is independent variable. Psychological authorization is mediatory variable. Implied innovation performance is dependent variable. For the research framework, I put forward 4 research hypotheses. Hypothesis 1, authorized leadership style positively affect the innovation performance of knowledge worker. 2, authorized leadership positively affect psychological improvement. 3, psychological improvement positively affect implied innovation performance. 4, psychological improvement plays an mediatory role between authorized leadership and implied innovation performance. At the same time, I hope that through the investigation and analysis of research can achieve following 2 objectives. Objective 1, the states of authorized leadership, psychological improvement, and innovation performance in this serve. Objective 2, the mediatory role of psychological improvement between authorized leadership and implied innovation performance. So this paper used literature review method, questionnaire survey method, data analysis method to carry on this research. The subject were knowledge worker implied in Chongqing. So we can say the show that the scale has a real ability. First of all, using correlation analysis, it found that authorized leadership is significant positively correlated with innovation performance. Authorized leadership is significant positively correlated with psychological improvement, and the psychological impairment is significantly positively correlated with innovation performance. Then we use regressing analysis to test. The result is concluded that both authorized leadership style and psychological impairment significant positively affect imply innovation performance, and authorized leadership style positively affect imply psychological impairment. At the same time, psychological impairment plays a mediatory role between authorized leadership and innovation performance. Through empirical analysis, this paper drew the following four conclusions as follows. One, authorized leadership style positively affect the innovation performance of knowledge worker. Imply also feel that their opinion are respected and valued by their superiors, which can deserve to improving the sense of responsibility of knowledge worker. Two, authorized leadership positively affect psychological improvement. Authorized leadership will subordinate disease how to work and provide independent space for employees. Finally, authorized leaders will train subordinates to participate in decision making so that subordinates feel their behavior has an impact on the work in order to increase the work sense of subordinates. Psychological authorization positively affect imply innovation performance. Psychological authorization has an important influence in individual work attitude and behavior. Individual with authorized experience will be more active in their work. Psychological authorization is a positively motivation. 4. Psychological authorization play a mediatory role between authorized leadership and imply innovation performance through leadership to give employees more right work, through motivation and personalized care to improve their self-confidence and self-system, actively encourage subordinates to challenge the existing old thinking, give full play to imagination and creativity, give subordinates more work autonomy so that they can have more autonomy, play a role and influence in the work, thereby enhancing the psychological improvement of subordinates. For research significance for my paper, there are theoretical and practical significance as follows. Theoretical significance. This paper starting with the psychological authorization factory of self-perception still military students, how authorized leadership style affect the innovation performance of knowledge worker through the psychological authorization of employees. This paper discussed the internal mechanism of influence of authorized leaders on the innovation performance of knowledge worker. Particle significance. Now the competition between enterprise the becoming increasingly fierce and increasingly intensive, and multidimensional information and innovation plays a key role in the development of enterprise. Based on
Time
this,
is almost over.
Okay. Finally, based on this, it is particularly important to give enterprise more work right enterprise to achieve activity proactivity in decision making and formulate ideas, innovation and action of environmental enterprises. My paper is over here. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you. Thank you. How do I say? Xinyu Liu? Thank you very much.
Yeah,
and,
you can call me Teresa.
So, oh, okay. It's a good one, and you finish on time, which is good. A few things, and I should, before I go to the floor, like in your methodology, you said 346 valid questionnaires were collected by literature review. And what exactly does mean to say, in fact? Can you reflect on that one? 346 valid questionnaires were collected by literature review. That is something new to me. If you can reflect a bit for me to better understand what exactly you wanted to say. Can you?
Excuse me? Yeah. Excuse me?
Yeah, I was asking like, what exactly wanted to mean by saying like 346 valid questionnaires were collected by literature review.
Innovation is a very important mean to increase productivity. Yeah, and college.
Okay, anyway, so and how does this, like, for example, you said authorized leadership. How do you in fact conceptualize this? What is that in fact, authorized leadership? Because I tried to read your article and I tried to understand like what exactly you wanted to mean by authorized leadership.
My line. Excuse me. Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me. How do you conceptualize authorized leadership in fact?
In fact, because I think innovation is very important. So and self-innovation is a main source of enterprise innovation.
And if you can share with us a bit about what would be your argument, in fact, what would be your argument? What is the argument that you are trying to make through your paper? Any answer, Liu?
Can you hear us, Liu?
Excuse me. Yeah, my line not good. So I can hear.
Well, you cannot hear.
Yeah.
Okay, then I stop here, I guess. I just open the floor then for the audience. If there is any question from the audience,
Excuse me.
you can go.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Maybe because this problem of the internet and
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
yeah.